Trigger warning. We love and appreciate our Blazers fan brothers and care deeply about your mental health. This video is about the flex from Jersey report that the Suns are trying to add Shaedon Sharpe into the Ayton and Nurkic deal. While we understand that these events are traumatic in nature, we must report the news as demanded by the YouTube algorithm. Last weekend, news broke that the Dame trade in Miami was about to go through. Surprisingly, the Suns ended up in the forefront of the news, reports saying that Nurkic for Ayton was going to help get the deal done. We all knew that there would be something else, a player or a first-round draft pick, something to entice the Suns into swapping Ayton for presumably a worse center, Nurkic. John Gambadoro, very respected source in the Suns community, said that the trade was going to go through more than likely within 24 to 48 hours. That did not occur. That was followed by Adrian Wojnarowski saying that there is no trade imminent. So Sundo, what's the holdup? I think I have an idea. It sounds like Matt Ishbia is getting really greedy.
It sounds like Matt Ishbia is putting the locks on this trade real quick and saying, nah. If we're going to do this, if you want Ayton so bad, I'm playing hardball. We want Shaedon Sharpe, and that's the only way you're going to get Ayton. And guess what? If what Flex is saying is true, that means the Blazers are that desperate to get Ayton that they're willing to get a third team involved, such as the Raptors, to send us Shaedon Sharpe. That is a wild thing. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. But if it does, then Blazers fans, in my opinion, have all rights to just go ahead and get help. Get help, because you're going to need it. Because obviously your front office is incompetent. Because that will be wild.
Let's take a second to listen to exactly what Flex said.
And the last update I got was what we talked about. Portland and the Suns still talking about Nurkic, and the Suns trying to get Shaedon Sharpe. So there'll need to be a third team for the Suns to get Shaedon Sharpe in a Nurkic deal. And Toronto would be that third team. So again, I'm just reiterating some stuff that we already previously talked about, and it seems like we may be getting a little bit closer. So just keep your eyes on that. But Shaedon Sharpe is a guy the Suns really like, really value on a rookie contract, heck of a basketball player, and fits that mold you're talking about in Frank Vogel's defense. Whether it was OG, Shaedon Sharpe, or Caleb Martin, it's the same type of player. And so we see what the what happens.
Now, I think it's important to note he's not saying it's going to happen. The Suns are going to get Shaedon Sharpe. He's simply reporting, humbly
reporting,
that the Suns are trying to get their greedy fingers on Shaedon Sharpe. And you can't blame them. So as far as whether or not Flex is wrong on this reporting, I don't think that you can say that he's wrong on it. And in the end, if it doesn't happen, you can't say, well, he said this, he said that. No, all he said was they're trying to attach Shaedon Sharpe into this. Now, I'm willing to briefly entertain the likelihood of it, although I don't think that there is much likelihood of it. The part about getting him, not the part about the Suns trying to get him. Shaedon Sharpe is about as high of a ceiling guy as you could possibly bring into your organization on a rookie contract. And I just can't imagine the Blazers looking to get Ayton this badly.
Man, it just depends on what their aim is, right? Like, what is their aim? They have Scoot. They want to get Ayton. Do they want to try to win now? Do they want to try to get some more picks from the third team in the deal, in order to, secure the future? What is it that they really want to do? I mean, we know Torrey and we know the Blazers uprise. Let's be real. As much as they don't know exactly what front office for the Blazers is trying to do either. They're being caught off guard, left and right all the time as well. So it just depends on what they want to do. Once again, I just feel like this is Ishbia sort of trying to play hardball and get in the way and say, this is what we want. If you want Ayton this bad, then you're going to have to include this. This is what we're going to do. This is the other team that we have involved. Take it or leave it. I feel like that's what's happening right now. And I mean, let me just talk about the prospect of Shaedon Sharpe, because like you said, the ceiling on that dude is just ridiculous. I mean, the defense is there. He fits the exact mold of what we want to do. He's a young player. He's got plenty of room to improve. If you look at his stats, he only averages 9.9 points a game, 10 points a game. And I'm speechless right now that the fact that this is being brought up, if I'm being honest with you, bro. Like, I can't say anything else because I don't want to get like super excited and be like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And I don't want to look at everything. You know what I mean? Like, so this is just a wild turn of events. If it happens, then Ishbia is the biggest I don't even know what you would say.
Gangster.
If this gangster, bro. He would be the biggest gangster, like straight up mob boss, like of the NBA if this happens.
His athleticism is off the charts. I mean, you literally cannot chart this dude's bounce. His jumper is pure, and he's, in my opinion, ahead of schedule on his shooting accuracy. He's able to make defensive plays because of his hops that 99 percentile of the NBA cannot do. The ceiling is just so high. To play devil's advocate, like, what could the Blazers convince themselves of here to make this happen? What if they don't think they're going to get enough back for Tyler Herro, and so they just decide to keep him and stupidly, maybe stupidly, but probably stupidly, move off of Shaedon Sharpe because they don't want to have too many guards. They're already overloaded with guards, and they don't want to keep Herro. What if they do keep him and move off of Shaedon Sharpe?
If there's anything that I've learned from watching Blazers fans from the outside in and hearing reports, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Your theory could be correct. You know what I mean? Anything is possible with this front office here on forward with this whole Dame situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Obviously, you'd love to get Shaedon Sharpe, but what do you think the percentage likelihood is?
1.1111 repeating.
I'd be grateful if it was. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.